underway, and Patrick Reed is caught up to Jordan Spieth. They have a share of the lead as it stands right now at 8 under par. But Weekly is also one stroke behind along with Troy Merritt. Each of the gentlemen is at -7. Switching gears over to the Confederation Cup, Ronaldo converted a
Let's give them something to talk about. How about love, love, scuba dive, candy, dig it. I don't know.
A Monday warrior, me strike. Today's Tom Sawyer, me cry.
Like, walk right out, never come back after a show like this.
Move back to Bakersfield.
I didn't say that. I mean, come on, let's not get crazy here.
Just, work back in the farms. You can milk some cows and go back to your old job.
I might do that.
I do that just for fun.
I tell my kids I used to milk cows on a dairy.
Hey, sometimes I drive over to Hemet and sneak on people's property just to milk some cows. Because that's just something I enjoy doing.
I'd love to talk about milking cows all day long. You know I would.
Of course.
That's where I live. That's my game.
Yes.
But we do have Kenny Clark of the Green Bay Packers scheduled to join us here on the show in just a little bit. Just finished up his rookie season with Green Bay. Great player, defensive line, went to Carter High School in Rialto. Then he went on to UCLA, and now he's with Green Bay, getting ready for his second season. I still remember going back to the Inland Empire All-Star Football Classic, and Riverside County won the All-Star game. But people ask me, who was the best player in that game? I'm like, that lineman who wrestles from Carter High School, Kenny Clark, is pretty good. He's a stud. Turns out, not that I was going out on a limb or anything, but he was a stud. He went to the NFL, so Kenny Clark's going to join us.
Yeah, and UCLA fame. It's kind of a UCLA theme going on today.
And it's your buddy.
My buddy, Tracy Murray's going to call in, but yeah, two UCLA all-time greats. Kenny Clark, in fact, I talked to John Ramey yesterday, the voice of UCLA football pregame. He said Kenny Clark is the best defensive player he has ever seen at UCLA, snap for snap.
And he's seen a lot of football.
He's seen a lot of football.
So we got Kenny Clark, we got Tracy Murray. You can see Tracy on KABC. He was on that Slam Dunk show with our boy Rob Fukuzaki, breaking down the NBA playoffs. He's also a UCLA broadcaster, on top of being a UCLA and NBA great, right?
Heck, he's played for many teams, played 13 years in the NBA. The best high school player I've ever seen.
So we got Kenny Clark, we've got Tracy Murray, and it's all brought to you by our good friends at Spoiled. Quick quality oil change. You'll be spoiled by their excellent customer service and great prices. Check them out off Alessandro Boulevard. Ken Sporting Goods, more than 40 years in the Inland Empire and still dominating all your sports gear needs, plus Letterman's jackets. Check them out, kensportinggoods.com. Phantom House Studio. Nobody has better sports edits than Phantom House Studio. Get a great photo shoot for the athlete in your life, or maybe, just maybe senior pictures or wedding pictures. Jeff might be getting married again. I don't know what's
marriage.
Phantom House. Boost Performance Training. Athletes of all levels need to check out Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. I saw Coach Bass just a couple days ago out at Corona High School working out the Panthers, so that was pretty cool to see them in action. BoostTrainingSystems.com. Kenny Clark's outside right now. He's calling me. I'm going to answer the phone right now. Is that cool? Live on the air.
He's saying right now.
Hey, Kenny, it's Pep. Okay, we're going to come get you right now. All right, thanks, Kenny.
I'm a bit nervous.
That's full disclosure. He sounded a little angry. Are you ready? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm a little nervous.
Jeff's eyes just popped out of his head.
I look like an offensive lineman. I used to be like a shooting guard. Now I'm an offensive lineman, and he's one of the most fearsome defensive players in the NFL. I want to see if I can take a shot from him.
You don't want that.
Get in a three-point stance.
I want to get in the three-point stance. When he comes in the door, I'm going to get him.
See, you just had your knees fixed up. That's the last thing you need right now, Jeff.
I'm a little nervous, though. My palms are starting to sweat. The adrenaline's flowing. The anger is starting to get in me.
What's that? He's here. So go out front. Go do Bob. We got Big Bobby, who looks like a huge Kenny Clark kind of guy. He needs to do a lap around the building. He's going to find Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark is in the house. Actually, what happened was, and this is the kind of guy that Kenny is, and I'm going to say this, and if I hurt someone's feelings, I apologize. But there's a lot of guys from the Inland Empire who still like to claim the IE. but they don't come back.
They don't.
They don't do stuff for the community. It's
No.
like, dude, don't go out there still representing the 909 or the 951, but we never see from you. We don't hear from you. We don't see
Yeah.
you around.
Yeah.
Kenny Clark is the poster boy of coming back to where he lives, doing stuff right here in San Bernardino, Rialto, and the surrounding communities. So,
Geoff.
Hey, I'm a little nervous. He's walking down the hallway right now.
It's like Jurassic Park.
Yes.
In the water.
Hey, I got to be a little.
no, but really, when the guys make it to the big time, to see them come back, it's a huge deal. Kenny, just step up to the mic, man. We love having you here. Yeah, we were just talking about guys who make it to the big time, whether it's the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball. A lot of guys say they're from the IE, and they still represent the 909 or the 951, but they don't come back. We don't hear from them. Kenny Clark is the poster boy for doing it right. So, Kenny, welcome to the Inland Sports Show. You got your big Play 60 challenge coming up at Cal State San Bernardino tomorrow at Cal State. Are you excited about that? And listen, we all knew you were going to make it big, but was that always by design to come back and do stuff for your hometown, your home area, the IE, and do stuff like that?
Yeah, man. It's always good to support something bigger than yourself, and that's the kids. And I mean, I'm just honored to be in the position that I am in, just to come back and help these kids out, give them knowledge, and just give them a little workout, and just to motivate them and show them that somebody in their area is doing it, can do it, and make it big, and wherever it is, whether it's been doing radio, whether it's doing football, whether it's being a doctor, you can come out here and you can do it. You can just put your mind to it and do it. So.
Look at that, Geoff. Kenny says we made it. We're doing radio.
Yes.
Yeah, we made it to the big time. Is he as big as you thought?
Yeah, I'm trembling. Literally, I think he can squish me like a grape, and I'm a very large man.
You are a big guy.
Good golly.
Well, Kenny, tomorrow the Play 60 Challenge out there at Cal State San Bernardino. You can get more information at the athletesforlife.org website. So you went to North Park Elementary. Obviously, a lot of people are familiar with the tragedy that happened there. Is this your way of maybe reaching out to your former school and doing something for the kids there, something nice?
Yeah, definitely. I was aware of it, and that was just a crazy situation. I went to that school from around second grade to sixth, I want to say, before I moved to Rialto. So, I just wanted to do something for that school and just the community, and just bring all those guys together, and to get the parents there, get the son's parents there, and just do something special for them, and just so they can remember, and just show that the whole city is behind them. So.
And you went to this camp, right? As a kid, did you go to this camp?
Yeah.
What do you remember about that?
I remember we had pads when I went.
Oh, you guys had pads on?
Yeah, Greg.
Get it clacking out there.
Yeah, Greg Bell was running it, and we had pads on. It was I forgot how to say it, but yeah, we used to. We had pads on. We stayed there for, I want to say, 3 to 4 days. Got a chance to sit in the dorms at Cal State San Bernardino. So it was pretty cool just to get to know people around your area, different teams that's running that's in different football programs. So it was always good to play football with those guys, and then get a chance to meet them too. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, guys like Greg Bell, he usually brings a lot of his NFL friends out to the camp. As a kid, was it kind of cool seeing NFL guys thinking, you know what, that could be me one day. Why not,
Yeah, it was definitely cool. It was definitely cool just to, see those guys, and some of those guys were from this area, and, some of those guys he just brought out that just, talked to us and stuff like that. So, we just sat down and listened to what those guys had to say, and it was just a really good experience for us.
I think Greg said last week, he said when you were a camper there that he told you that you were never going to be a NFL football
Well, he told
player.
everybody.
Yeah,
I just kidding.
The entire camp. I'm thinking, I think
Greg Bell don't mess around, man.
Greg Bell doesn't mince words, but coming back to the community is a really great thing what you're doing. So and proving Greg Bell wrong. That's always got to be.
That's what he said. Yeah, Greg even said that he loves it when guys out of San Bernardino, out of the IE, prove him wrong, and they go on to do big things like you have.
Yeah, no, Greg is a great guy, and he just, when he speaks to us and when he tells us stuff like that, it motivates us, and we just know when he talks especially like when you're talking to kids, it's all coming from the heart. You know what I'm saying? And he just wants to see us just strive to do whatever. I mean, to do whatever to be successful. So, yeah, Greg is a great guy.
So tomorrow, are you going to have a chance to talk to the kids? And have you thought about maybe some of the things that you want to say to them?
I'm going to have a chance to talk to the kids. I don't know, like, I don't know what exactly I'm going to say.
You didn't write a speech or anything.
Yeah, I didn't write no speech or
Let it come from the heart.
But yeah, I'm just let it flow and just see how it goes. I ain't going to try to talk their ear off, but I just want to just be around them, and I know they'll be excited to see me. There's been a lot of people that since I've been drafted to the Packers, there's just been a lot of people that always just wanted to just meet me and stuff like that. So I'm just excited to meet a lot of people from the area, just get familiar with the area. I mean, more familiar with the area, and just wherever I talk to them about, it's just gonna come straight off the head. I mean, I'm not much of a talker anyway. I'm gonna try to give them a little 5-10 minute speech, just talking to them and just connecting with them.
We got Kenny Clark of the Green Bay Packers here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350. Kenny, you've had some great coaches along the way. I'm thinking of Alex Pierce, of course, at Carter High School as well. What are some things that coaches along the way in your career, maybe even youth football, that really stuck with you? Things, maybe advice they gave you, things they said, hey, Kenny, do this, don't do that. I mean, things that you took along throughout your career that maybe you could pass along to some of these kids at camp. From Little League on up, every coach that I ever had, it was just always about hard work and just pushing myself, honestly. When I was in Little League, just doing bear crawls across the whole field and all the suicide drills we did. Coach Pierce having us in. Coach Pierce was always more about hard work, but he's always on us about just being disciplined with everything that we do. And I just used to see that with Coach Pierce, just being just honest about discipline. Just when you see a guy come in or he comes in late, he'd just tell him to get off the field. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter who the player was. It don't matter what type of player you were, how good you were. He'd tell you to get off the field. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that stuck, especially my team that we had all those years. It stuck with us. And just it doesn't matter how good you are on the team. You got to be disciplined and be on time. Come here and work hard. And it was a no tolerance attitude, and we worked hard. And that's all the stuff that I learned with Coach Pierce. So the stuff you learned at Carter High School, you can apply to the NFL, right? Green Bay, show up, be ready to work, go 100%, all those things.
It prepared me for college, definitely. When I went to UCLA, Coach Moore was the same way. Just be on time. That was when Coach Moore first got there, or that was the second year he was there. So he was still trying to, just stay on this and make sure he's trying to bring that new tradition, that new tradition into the school. So, just all the stuff that I was doing from Little Leagues and all the stuff I was doing with Coach Pierce, he was just developing us to go to college. And, when I went to college, it wasn't that bad, just transitioning into that.
Mm-hmm. Is it weird or kind of cool when you see kids wearing Kenny Clark jerseys? I mean, has it sunk in that you're like, man, that's my jersey? Yeah. Like, I'm sure you grew up wearing, I don't know, Ray Lewis or someone on the Ravens, but now you're walking around and you see kids with Kenny Clark jerseys.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know exactly how to explain it. It's just, people just hit me up like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get your jersey this week, and just when you see it at Lambeau, when you see it out here, it's just a blessing, man. It's a blessing, honestly. And it's nothing better than that, just to see people supporting you and. You got your jersey, and they're just behind you, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, what's the difference? You're born and raised here in Southern California. You play UCLA, then you go out to Wisconsin. You're the cheeseheads.
Yeah.
What's the weather? What was it like when you first realized, hey, I'm a professional athlete and I'm playing at Lambeau Field? Or you're playing
historic Lambeau Field in the franchise.
Did you like living out there? Is it a place that you can find yourself being there for a long time? Is it what's it like out there?
Oh man, Wisconsin is I don't know how to explain it. It's a small town, and it's a place that you appreciate. You know what I'm saying? It's just the stadium is so big, and the Packers are so big out there. That's the only thing.
They love their football.
Yeah, they love their football. You know what I'm saying? So you get all 4 seasons there, you know, and it's just being from California coming there, you really don't get all 4 seasons, you know.
Yeah.
So like you kind of appreciate like life, you know what I'm saying? Just going out there, you see it snow, and you know sometimes when it's raining and it's 90 degrees, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy when you see that stuff, but you kind of appreciate it at the same time. And then just going, I mean, just Lambeau, just you know, when you little, you just you know you envision. You know,
jumping up in the
just jumping up in the field, or just those cold
fans,
tundras. You know what I'm saying? You see the snow on that at Lambeau Field, so you envision all that stuff. So just to be a part of it, and you know, I just remember my first my family night there, and that's when I really realized, like, man, I'm at Lambeau Field. They sat all of us down after the game, and they just let the fireworks go off over the stadium, and that was the most beautiful thing I ever seen. Yeah, you just chilling with my family, just sitting there watching the fireworks. They do it every year, and that's when I just really realized, like, man, I'm at Lambeau. This is pretty cool. So,
living the dream.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you grown to like the cold or the snow? And
it's more. Yeah. I mean, I don't really like it, but at the same time, it's like
I don't know if anyone likes it.
It's one of those things. I know for sure my family doesn't like it. But it's one of those things, like, you know, when the team comes in, you know, they're not in it, so they hate it way more than you do.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
you get like Miami or Tampa Bay or something. Yeah. One of those.
They're all covered up in arm sleeves,
and you guys from Houston, you get somebody from Tampa Bay come in, like they're like, man, like we don't never see this. You know what I'm saying? They don't never get cold. So
what was the coldest it got this year for a home game? Do you remember?
The New York Giants game was pretty cold. The coldest game we played at, the one we played that was the coldest was Chicago, when we went to Chicago. Okay. That was -13.
Now, do you bundle up, or do you play like head games? You're like, you know what, I'm gonna go short sleeve. I don't care. I'm gonna get those guys' heads.
I just wear. I mean, when it's like that, I mean, I got no choice. I'm wearing long sleeve. But and in Chicago it was super windy. It was really windy out there. So yeah, the wind was bad. My family was there. They
were in the stands?
Yeah, they were in the stands.
They should have been up in a suite, or maybe watching it on TV somewhere.
They had them way high up too. But I tell them all the time, like, you gotta experience that stuff. Coach Pierce went too. Like,
did he really?
Yeah, he went up there. You gotta experience that stuff, like just like a Chicago Bears game in the cold. It's really windy, or you know, a snowy game at Lambeau or something like that. You gotta experience that at least one time. It's just something that you always see on TV, or you just seen growing up, and then when you're actually a part of it, it's just, you know, you appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's cold, but it's just a thing that you can just say you did. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool.
Kenny, can we get you to stick around for a couple more minutes?
Yep.
All right, we're going to hit a commercial break. We're going to have Kenny sign our Wall of Fame over here. We got, you know, Alexander Madison, right? Another San Bernardino guy? Yeah, he signed our wall, too, not too long ago.
A Hall of Famer on our wall,
too.
Yeah,
Andre Reed, Buffalo Bills. We have some good names on there. We're going to add Kenny to the list. And we got more with Kenny Clark. And then our final segment, Tracy Murray, former UCLA NBA star, breaking down the NBA draft with us. It's here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350.
Brennan, I can't even make eye contact with you right now. Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Message brought to you by iHeartRadio, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
Imagine barbecue chicken and chipotle peppers on top of a Ritz cracker with shredded cheese and a jalapeno on top. Yum! You've got Ritz barbecue chipotle pulled chicken toppers, great for your summer backyard barbecues. You've got the stuff to make life rich. Ritz. Life's rich.
And welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350. Kenny Clark of the Green Bay Packers in the house. His big Play 60 event coming up tomorrow at Cal State San Bernardino. You can go to athletesforlife.org for more information on that. Kenny, kids can walk up and register tomorrow, correct, at the event?
Yeah, they'll be able to walk up. We got the pre-register, and you can it's walk-ins too. You can walk up and just sign a waiver and join the camp.
It's a big camp. Everyone knows about it, but in case you haven't, you can still show up tomorrow, sign up there. I believe registration begins at 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 11 a.m., so you can still check that out. We had Greg Bell on the show last week, and he was saying some of the stuff that campers do outside of football. Like there's
robotics.
There's going to be like some robotics class and something about writing. And he, like you said, well-rounded guys, not just football guys, but there could be a doctor in the group. There could be a lawyer in the group. There could be a famous radio guy like Geoff in the group.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Who knows? Kenny Clark from the Green Bay Packers here in the house on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM. How's your offseason been going? Do you try to, shut it down a little bit, enjoy it? Or are you still going hard and training?
Right after OTAs, I shut it down for like 2 days, and I got straight back to it. I'm just excited for the season. Just trying to stay in shape, stay in good shape, get a little stronger, and just focus on myself and focus on just getting better at all the little things. So when I get to training camp, I'll be able to really put on a show and have a great preseason and be able to just improve throughout the season.
What have you done this off season? Anything fun?
The only thing I did really fun, I only went to San Francisco. I went with my girlfriend, and I went fishing. I went like deep sea fishing for the first
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah. I went deep
Hey, how's that work out for you?
That wasn't good.
It wasn't good? A little seasickness?
Nah, man, that's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
I was over it. I think we was like. I thought Brett was going to take us to just to go like normal, just
like to a lake,
just to a lake or something.
Yeah.
But we went to
Is this Brett Hundley?
Yeah, Brett Hundley.
He's a quarterback. They're weirdos.
Yeah. We went to where did we go? We went to Lake Michigan, and we was just in the middle of the lake. Like we had like a lot of like tornado warnings like those last couple of weeks. And the waves was kind of like crazy, but like when we were driving out there, it wasn't that bad. And then I just remember like when we finally just settled down and got into the middle of the lake, they threw out like 20 poles. It was crazy. It was like really like professional fishing or something.
Yeah.
So like I'm just sitting there and I can feel myself. I had Wingstop before too. So
so the entire lake enjoyed Wingstop. That's what you're saying.
Like, yeah. So the fish is eating Wingstop for that day. Man,
you were happy for that.
I was done, man.
So you thought you were gonna be standing like on the bank somewhere,
Yeah,
just casting your
like
pole in the
hanging
water.
out in Rancho somewhere, fishing a little bit. And you're out there on a boat.
Because I told Brett. I mean, that was my first time fishing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was my first time actually being in water like that, going out there and fishing. So I was like, I'm thinking we're going just to, he was just going to take me to like level 1 of fishing.
Yeah.
Just to be out there.
You went to pro status.
I went straight to the top of level 5.
It's those damn quarterbacks, man.
Quarterbacks.
Well, the Inland Sports Show is also broadcasted live and amplified on our channel online. So if you're watching, there are some pictures. Sorry, I was trolling your Facebook a little bit. There are some pictures.
There's some pictures
of Kenny and Brett, on the boat. And
the Wingstop?
I don't know. If you look hard enough, you might see some Wingstop.
Yeah, you might. I was done, man. It was crazy. It was just like the first, because I never went fishing, so I had to get the first fish. And as soon as I was already sick, you know what I'm saying. And then as soon as the first fish had got on the hook, we ran to it and I reeled it in, and it kind of calmed my stomach down, calmed me down, and then I sat right back down. As soon as I sat down, it was just.
Did you enjoy it though? I mean, did you what?
Fun.
I want to do it again.
Yeah, I would do it again. It's just I gotta go on a day that's just
no
tornado warnings.
Yeah, no tornado.
Yeah, and you got to take Dramamine or those little patches you put behind your ears. That helps you.
Yeah, that's what they said. It's called what is it called?
Dramamine. Yeah.
That's what
they tell you after the fact, right? After you're already sick, you're like.
And then we stayed on the boat for I got sick the first 45 minutes to an hour. We stayed on the boat for 6 hours. We didn't get off the boat till 10 o'clock.
That's right. He's the backup quarterback, right?
Yeah.
So you can get him. You get him back.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I can get him back, man.
And did I see you eating trout eggs or something like that?
Oh, that was the what do you call it?
Was that the same trip?
Caviar.
You were a caviar guy?
Yeah.
Man.
No, it was Brett. It was Brett's idea.
Man, Brett, because you doing everything.
They had cut it because we had got salmon. They had cut a fish, and when they cut it, I guess the eggs had just fell out or something.
And they made you eat it?
And they was like, let's try this out.
It's fancy.
I grabbed 2 eggs. Brett had 60 or whatever.
What the hell is wrong with that
guy? And Brett chugged them and he bit them and I just got 2 and just swallowed them and ran off.
Was that the same day you went out on the boat trip?
Yeah, that
was that night.
That was that night. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how late we got back.
Yeah,
we got back at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and then and when we were driving home, I still feel like I was on a boat. I was how you just be
your body's still moving.
Yeah, it's so many deer out there too. Driving home, see all them deer. Deer just be sitting on the side of the road
Look at that sick guy. As you drive by, there goes that sick guy.
You gotta have a big truck if you live out there.
Yeah, you do.
Because if you have a sports car, do you have a sports car?
I just got an Audi.
You did?
Yeah.
You don't hit a deer in one of those things.
No.
You got a big old giant truck. So when you hit it, it just bounces off.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a truck. I'm gonna get a truck really soon. But the deer out there, I done seen a couple accidents with some of our players. They hit deer and they got trucks and they put a pretty big dent in their cars. So.
Yeah, but it's
big deer out there.
You're driving an Audi.
I can't imagine what they do to my Audi.
How the heck do you fit an Audi, by the way?
It's pretty. I got an A8. It's pretty big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one's pretty big. I like it.
Kenny Clark of the Green Bay Packers here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports 1350. A very eventful offseason, it sounds like, for Kenny so far, but camp coming up in July. One of the new guys to your team, Jamal Williams, all-time leading rusher, BYU, drafted by the Green Bay Packers, a Rialto guy, played at Summit High School. Do you have any history with Jamal? Did you know him earlier, youth football or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I knew of him.
Yeah.
But, when we played at Carter, I never really got a chance to play against him or anything. I just knew of him, and we probably played against each other, little leagues. I probably just don't remember. But
have you had a mini camp with him at all? Anything OTAs or anything with him?
OTAs, yeah. We worked out. I mean, we had workouts and stuff together, and then we had OTAs and stuff together. So he's looking good. I mean, he's out there running the ball.
He's an offensive guy. Slap him around.
Yeah.
Now say you go up against him, right, in practice.
Coach been giving him a lot of good praises too. So he's out there doing his thing. So
okay.
Yeah, we're excited for Jamal Williams.
Yeah, I'm excited for him too. It's gonna be a good thing. I mean, with our running backs and just our offense. Just watching that, you know, Aaron does what he does, and then our running backs, we have good running. I mean, Ty Montgomery, and then we added Jamal. So I mean, he's a big back in there. He can rumble in there, and just excited to see him when he puts his pads on and see what he can do, and see how it unravels.
Sounds like you're pretty excited for the season. Like, do you feel good about this Green Bay team and what they could do?
Man, we added so many parts. Just our defensive line alone. Just adding Ricky Jean Francois. Man, he's he's been in the league 9-10 years now. Like, just from the first day I met him, he just gave me so much knowledge, and I don't even know how to explain I talked to Mike Daniels and LaTroy and all those guys, and we talk all the time, but like, this guy, he's been doing it for 10 years, man.
At a high level.
And like, he didn't see it all, and he just tells me, man, like, whenever I see this or I hear something, just go and let it loose. You know what I'm saying? He's one that's just telling me just to let it loose and just, don't worry about, the assignment, don't worry about nothing. Just go out there and play. And I can't explain enough how great of an addition Ricky is to our team. He's a really good leader already, and a really good vet. So I love him. I love having him on our team.
Let's rewind to you were drafted. You play your rookie season. Going into your rookie season, did you feel like you had something to prove, being a first-round draft pick?
Yeah.
Being that guy. I mean, does it feel different going into your second season, or do you still feel like you got something to prove?
Yeah, I still do feel like I have something to prove, but just being a rookie coming in, and I feel like I had something to prove. I feel like, I wanted to go out there and just make a statement. It was a lot of talk before whether I was going to be a first or a second round pick, beginning of the second, and I just wanted to, just make a statement. And towards the end of the season, I got a chance to do that, and I made a lot of splash plays, towards the end of the season that really can show my potential. But I'm just excited just to just get better at practice every day, and just going to Sundays feeling confident and ready to go, work on my body, and just go out there and just let everything, just let it all loose and go out there and play ball like I know how to.
Jeff was wondering about Aaron Rodgers, pretty good quarterback, right? Like,
yeah, I just want to know, he'd always bring around good-looking girls. Now he doesn't have that Hollywood girl. Well, he always has some kind of Hollywood girl. He's got another one, I think, right now.
Does he? I don't know.
I just want to know.
Probably know more than me.
See, I want to know all the details. Does he bring girls around like that? I want to know these things.
Aaron is like a kind of like a low-key guy.
He's a movie star.
He is. He is.
His brother's on The Bachelor.
I don't know, man. Like, I never really seen like his girlfriend or anything, but he's a low-key guy. Good dude.
He was a lot better when he dumped his girlfriend. He was great.
Oh.
Beginning of the year, we were worried about him.
Yeah.
I'm a Green Bay fan. I'm like, oh. And then he dumped the girlfriend. He was great.
That's what a lot of fans say.
Yeah, see, I know my stuff. Yeah, I watch TMZ. I know
TMZ. Don't forget your sports.
Of course I do. TMZ Sports.
I watch TMZ. Yeah, I don't know, man. Aaron is a great quarterback. He works hard. At practice, the stuff that he does at practice is crazy, and then his hard count, he gets us off sides all the time, man. It's just, he gets us better, and he's a coach himself, kind of, you know, like, he can walk into our meetings and tell us about, a quarterback or whatever. Like, he's a coach himself. Like, it's crazy, man. He like, when you talk to him, he has so much knowledge to give every position, whether it's a defensive lineman, linebacker, or DB. He can tell you about offensive linemen and, different terminology they use and stuff like that. So, he's a coach himself. He helps us out a lot. So
he's like one of only a few quarterbacks that you look at and you go, hey, yeah, you're going to learn something from them. You got Manning was one of them.
Yeah.
Rogers another, and then the young guy at
one of the greats. Derek Carr.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. They're students of the game and passing along. Especially the defensive guys, I can imagine they can be a bastion of knowledge.
Yeah.
It's
funny. I covered Aaron Rodgers in high school, and he didn't even win we had like a MVP award for our area. He didn't even win it. I remember his dad wrote like a nasty letter.
Did he have a good girlfriend though?
I don't know. I guess I should ask the real question.
That's
girlfriend. Yeah.
That's all I want to know. He's from Bakersfield. He was from
no, it was Pleasant Valley in Chico, way back in the day.
It's the same thing. It's the middle of nowhere.
I was surprised. Like we were talking about it the other day. I was surprised he went like 7th in the first round.
Yeah.
Like.
Because there was talk, if you remember that draft, Kenny, he was supposed to go number 1 to the 49ers because he's a NorCal guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I didn't know. Like, I didn't watch college football like that growing up. But, like, we were talking about it one day. Like, it was like Aaron went 27th. Like, Alex Smith was a good quarterback too, but.
But yeah, it's Aaron Rodgers though.
Yeah, me, they should have went. Like, Aaron should have been second pick, or they should have or first. I mean, they should have went 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, dang, how you.
Everyone thought it was all set
crazy.
up. NorCal guy, 49ers, number 1 pick, and they didn't take him, and he just slid all the way to 27. But
you see the draft now, it's always a quarterback. It's always 2 quarterbacks going 1 and 2. Most of the time. So,
yeah.
I was thinking like how
did that happen?
Yeah, how did they not go?
Or all those teams in between 1 and 27 who passed on Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy. I don't know how you do it, but I mean that's Green Bay for you. They find.
Green Bay knew what they were doing.
They find gems in they use their picks right, man. They find gems from first round all the way down to undrafted guys. They all contribute. So.
Well, Kenny, we appreciate the time. We're excited about your Play 60 event tomorrow, Cal State San Bernardino. Once again, you can walk up. Registration begins at 11 a.m. That's Cal State San Bernardino. Athletesforlife.org will have more information. But if you just want to roll in, they'll get you signed up. Kenny will be there. All kinds of goodies too, like shirts and all kinds. You're gonna feed them, right? Like all kinds of stuff.
Food. You guys have food. You guys have shirts, pictures. You get autographs after. Yeah, we got everything going. We're gonna have a good time. Gonna have a fun time.
Awesome. Kenny Clark of the Green Bay Packers right here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports 1350. Kenny, we always appreciate the time. You always make time for us, and we really do appreciate that.
Oh, yep. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we come back. Tracy Murray going to break down the NBA draft, and our boy Ike Anigbogu from Centennial High School going to the Pacers in the second round. So we got a lot to get to. That's when we come back here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM.
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I say that's my passion because I've done it. I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and help them reach their athletic potential, help them, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, in terms of speed, power, strength, agility.
NMLS 128231. Equal housing lender. Not licensed in all states. Not available in Washington state. Call 855-657-9910 for licensing terms and restrictions.
That's 855-875-CASH.
Shade Pro is the leader in everything related to sun protection and awnings for your RV or motorhome. Shade Pro's products are top quality, and their installation service is what they like to brag about.
You got it made in the shade. Call 888-SHADE-PRO.
Hi, I'm Sydney Chafee, a 9th grade humanities teacher. I help teach my students skills they need to succeed. Every summer, though, students lose progress if they don't have access to enrichment opportunities and programs where they can read, write, collaborate, and keep their brains sharp over vacation. Every young person deserves access to well-funded summer programs with great resources. Help to keep kids learning, safe, and healthy this summer so they succeed in the school year ahead. Learn how at summerlearning.org, because smarter summers equal brighter futures. Brought to you by the National Summer Learning Association and the Council of Chief State School Officers.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350. Kenny Clark from the Green Bay Packers. Awesome, Jeff.
Yeah, he's the biggest man I've seen in a long time. His head was larger than both yours and mine combined, and I think when he shook my hand, he might have broke it.
He's good at everything except for fishing on the lake, which didn't go so well.
But another great UCLA great.
It's a UCLA day around here, Jeff.
Yes, it is.
It's one of your BFFs, I guess,
One of my buddies from when growing up who used to light me up on a daily basis.
It's Tracy Murray. You can find him on KABC. He was on Slam Dunk, with Rob Fukuzaki breaking down the NBA playoffs, and also, of course, UCLA broadcaster. And Tracy, first I want to ask you, were you and Geoff rivals in high school?
You know what? We played against each other quite a bit, especially in preseason tournaments. So I'll tell you, Geoff was a pretty good player, a high riser. If anybody didn't know Geoff Gorham, he was a high riser. Watch your head; he'll dunk on you.
High riser. See, I can't even believe that.
Yeah, they laugh at me, Tracy.
And then if you sleep on the high rise and you start guarding that, then he's gonna knock down a little jumper for you. So Geoff was a good athlete with a jumper.
Now I'm a non-athlete, but I have a nice set shot. I can't get off the ground at all.
well, that makes both of us a non-athlete.
Tracy Murray here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports Radio IE 1350. Tracy, we just had the NBA draft, and first off, it was a great day for UCLA players. We had 3 of them go. That's 100 players in the Common Era, which is the most for any college to go in the NBA draft. And, of course, at number 2, the Lakers took Lonzo Ball. Now, I know there was a lot of speculation who the Lakers were going to take and if they weren't sold on Lonzo, but was that just a smokescreen? The whole time, was it going to be Lonzo Ball?
I think so because, Magic is looking for a player at the point guard, and there was one that kind of reminded him of himself, and that was Lonzo Ball. He's a pass-first point guard. He makes people better. That's what Magic did. I mean, can he score? Yeah, he can score a little bit. Magic can score too, but Magic preferred to make his teammates better and win basketball games and win championships, and that's what he's hoping that Lonzo is able to do, is to come into the league, win games, and win championships. So he sees a guy that's similar to him and Jason Kidd that can make everybody else around him better. And by the way, we had 4 go in the draft.
Oh, that's right.
Forgot about Jonah Bolden.
That's right. Yeah, he was there for a year and then went over and played in the Ukraine or somewhere.
Over in Australia.
Australia. Okay, yeah, that's right. And yeah, that's right. And he would have been great this year for you guys.
Yeah, he would have been. And you know what? Another thing is Australia. He probably got a little homesick and decided to go back home.
That's right. So we had Lonzo at number 2. TJ Leaf went a little bit later to the Pacers. And then in the second round, another local guy for us out here in the Inland Empire, Ike Anigbogu, the big man out of Centennial High School. Geoff loves Ike, and he predicted months and months ago that he was going to be a first-round draft pick, even at the time when he wasn't getting a lot of minutes. And I thought, Geoff, are you serious? He's a first-round pick? And it was close. He slid a little bit, but he was close. I mean, Tracy, what's it about Ike's game that translates so well to the NBA? Is it the upside and the potential that the Pacers see in him?
He's 18 years old. He's got a body that's built like a grown man. He's a tremendous athlete. He's extremely raw. That means the potential is high. He's a hard worker. If he can pick up on, and you know what, one thing about him, he picks up on things quick. So once he is with the right people to develop him, you'll see him make quick strides and get to his potential pretty quickly because he grabs stuff quick. The reason why he slid down a little bit is because he has some issues with his knees. And he had it towards the end of the NCAA. I think what's crucial for him, how hard he plays, is he has to stay healthy. And once he stays healthy, then he can reach his potential, and his potential is high.
Yeah, in fact, you and I spoke at the Cal State Northridge UCLA game early in the year, and you and I, we were sitting in the back. I said, hey, he's the most NBA-ready guy that was on the Bruin team this year. But like I said, he had a little knee injury early in the year, but I still firmly believe that he will be a force in the NBA just because he is so athletic. Might need to work on his jumper a little bit, but the upside to him is I think the ceiling on him is better than the other centers I saw in the draft.
I think so. I mean, and as I say again, Geoff, he's 18 years old, man. I mean, most of these guys that are freshmen are 20 years old or 19 years old or 19 going on 20. You know, they have a couple more years of maturity, a couple more years of experience. This kid is a legitimate 18 years old. He won't be 19 until training camp. So, I mean, you got a young buck here that you can groom, and he's like a lump of clay. You can mold him to what you want in a few years.
And he had a great high school coach. I don't say great just because he was one of our guys, but Josh Giles, one of your cohorts from Glendora High School.
Oh yeah, Josh learned from the best. He learned from the great coach Mike LeDuc, and then he transferred that over to Centennial with his own style, you know, own options out of the offense, and he's had a lot of talent come through there, and he knows how to coach them up and make them work hard, and because he was a hard worker. So, you know, it rubs off. When you're a coach, you kind of want guys that are kind of like you, that work hard, a little bit of talent. You're able to develop them and put them in your system and win championships.
So you had Ike Anigbogu out of Centennial go to UCLA. Jalen Hill's going to UCLA this fall. So there's a nice pipeline developing with Josh Giles and his program, sending guys to the Bruins, which I know Geoff loves because, you know, of course, Centennial's one of our teams.
Yes, exactly.
Right, and hopefully we can keep that little pipeline going, because Josh normally stumbles on a couple of really good players, and with how well he coaches and how good he develops his players, you know, they're coming into a program ready to contribute right away.
Now you're the voice of the Bruins, but also you're still involved in coaching somewhat. I mean, you and your brother Cameron, you guys are running a travel ball program. Is it with Prodigy?
Yeah. My brother, yes, he founded Prodigy Athletic Institute approximately 10, 11 years ago. And, you know, right now, you know, our Prodigy team had a really good spring where we only lost one game. We won all three of our tournaments, and the game that we lost in pool play against Avery Bradley's team and up in Oregon, and we came back and beat them pretty good in the championship game. So we made some adjustments. You know, we changed our style a little bit and approached the championship game a little bit differently, and it worked out. It worked to our advantage.
Yeah.
And the guys were motivated, and the guys work hard, and they really made some strides over the spring. Now, we having practices right now, and hopefully we can be ready for the summer, because that's when the competitiveness really kicks it up another notch.
Yeah, and you guys do things a little differently. I mean, there's a lot of travel ball teams out there. You and I played. There was, you know, a few at the time when we were in high school. Now there's hundreds, but a good coaches, I should say, are really, it's hard to find, but you guys are doing a great job because you're teaching kids. You know, your practices aren't going out and throwing basketballs out and running around. You're teaching guys, and guys are getting better. So
right,
I think you guys pride yourself on that, and I think guys that will benefit by playing in your program are going to get a better education in basketball, in life, and so forth. So I think you and Cameron do a great job.
Well, thank you, Geoff, because, you know, we played for a sponsored team, and we played with good coaches. Nowadays, there are so many travel ball teams and so many different people involved. A lot of people don't know what they're talking about, and they just roll the ball out there and say, go play. And if the first person to cross half court with the basketball, they're like, go, 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 and everybody else is standing around. It's like, that's not basketball. You got to put them in a system. You got to run them through plays. You got to break down each option of the play and the reason why you run that option. You know, tell them the importance of being unselfish and making the extra pass. The importance of a 4-on-4 shell, and when you're beaten, you rotate, and people rotate on the backside to help the helper. You know, you got to teach these guys the basic fundamentals because there's no basketball camps out there anymore teaching them that. All the basketball camps that are out there are steal money from the kids, try to rank these kids, and then send them back. And that's not a camp. You know, that's more of an exposure situation. The real fundamental basketball camps are no longer out there, so these kids are just going on the fly, and they really don't understand how to play once they get to college.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. There are no more snow valleys anymore, and there aren't like it's changed. The game has changed, but I really appreciate what you guys are doing. My best to you and Cam. You guys doing a great job.
Thank you. You're making me want to get my camp back going again. We had it for 15 years, and we're teaching all of that stuff that we teach at Prodigy, and you know, it's just encouraging us to get back and try to, you know, get back to doing fundamental stuff with the kids, and, you know, maybe start up a camp again.
Hey, Tracy, we're running out of time, but real quick, how much did you enjoy doing Slam Dunk on ABC 7? We loved watching you on there.
Oh, I enjoyed that. I mean, to be on there with Rob, Norm, Delisha, Ashley, there's nothing but good people on there. We have a great time. Of course, we're talking about the NBA, in which we all love, and you know, it's probably the most comfortable situation that I've been in on TV, and I enjoy every second of it. And I think it goes by too fast. Each segment goes by too fast. Each show goes by too fast. And the season goes by too fast because we don't really start that until around Christmas time. That's when the first games are being, the first Slam Dunk Saturdays and Sundays started around Christmas. And, you know, and normally Michael Cooper and Norm Nixon, they have the, you know, first few because those are the OCs. You know, they get the, you know, the seniority, so they have those shows at the beginning. And when Coop goes to the WNBA and start coaching, then that's when, you know, Alicia Milton-Jones comes in or myself come in, and we fill in from there. And I tell you, I really enjoyed myself, and hats off to Dae-Ho Suk, who's one of the producers on the show. And I mean, he's a really a great guy, and he teaches us a lot. Rob is fantastic to work with.
Well, Tracy, you are a star basketball player. You are a fantastic broadcaster as well. We really appreciate you joining us here on the Inland Sports Show today.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Trace.
Take care.
All right, that's Tracy Murray, UCLA great, NBA great here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM. Geoff, we got to thank our sponsors. We had a big show. Spoiled, quick quality oil change. You'll be spoiled by their excellent customer service. Great prices. Please check them out off Alessandro Boulevard. We love you, Bill Navigado. Ken Sporting Goods, more than 40 years in the Inland Empire, taking care of all your sporting gear needs. And Letterman's Jacket. Check them out, KenSportingGoods.com. Fandom House Studio. Nobody has better sports edits than Fandom House Studio. Come on. Get a great photo shoot for the athlete in your life, maybe senior pictures, FandomHouse.com, and Boost Performance Training with Coach Ray Bass. Experience, passion, grooming great athletes, BoostTrainingSystems.com. Big thanks to Kenny Clark of the Green Bay Packers and also Tracy Murray for joining us on this very special edition of the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports 1350 AM. We'll see you again next Saturday at 11 a.m.